Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I hope you're all doing really well. So today, I'm a lot more chill today, I'm a lot more zen. Last week I was, so stressed out simply because, that topic really meant a lot to me and it was very personal. Today I'm here with a new live, and today I'm going to be talking about self-love and finances, okay? Before I do, let me introduce myself. My name is AnitadeSouza. I'm a chartered accountant and a financial and wealth coach. I have my own practice as well as my own coaching business. And what do? I help entrepreneurs and individuals to gain an understanding of their finances, to gain control of their money, get out of debt so that they can build wealth and live the life of their dreams, basically. That's what I do. Now, if you are watching, I'd love for you to say hi, let me know who you are, where you're watching from, and let's make this as interactive as possible. Now, before I talk about the topic, I want to make a few announcements. So the first one is, from next year, I'll be going live on my business page, which is called Committed to Excellence. It has my picture on there, so you know it's me. If you haven't liked it already, please go over there and like it. The second point is that if you are looking to change your money mindset and you want to learn how to start saving and get into the habit of saving, then you are more than welcome to join my savings group called Saving Money Made Easy. I will put the links above to all the things I'm talking about in these announcements. I am not sending out personal invitations simply because I want people to join who really actually want to save, who really actually want to change their money mindset. So you will notice that you won't be getting any invitations from me for my savings group. But if you do want to start saving and change your money mindset, I invite you to go to Saving Money Made Easy and just ask to join the group. Hi Irene, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so point number 3, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Committed to Excellence, and I would love for you to go over there and to like my channel and to help me to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Do you think I can make it? I have no idea, but I'm going to try. Okay, the fourth point is that, just say hi, let me know where you're watching from. And then lastly, if you liked this live, just like the video, and if you feel compelled, do go ahead and share. So now we are going to talk about today's subject, which is self-love and finances. Okay, it's a really deep topic and I don't think it should be taken lightly. I don't think people should kind of not consider self-love for themselves, because self-love is the key to a lot of things. Okay, what is self-love? So self-love is having a high regard for your own well-being and happiness, that you put yourself first in certain situations. It's not about, as I said in my post that I made on Monday, it's not about being self-absorbed and only thinking about yourself, because obviously if you are somebody, you have a family, you have friends, and basically it means, hi Irene, thank you. It basically means that you have other people to consider, but the point is you need to think about yourself as well, right? And it's not about being narcissistic either, where everything is about you. No, it's not. But it's about putting yourself first and considering yourself, making sure that you are well, you are healthy, you are complete as an individual. So now your cup is full, so you can also give to other people, right? What was I going to say? There's a few quotes. I'm going to say one quote now, and it's like, how you love yourself is how you teach others to love you, right? So self-love is all about loving yourself so that other people can treat you right as well. Because if you don't love yourself, then people are going to treat you anyhow, and you're going to accept it because you don't actually know what value you hold, right? And the truth is, the more you work on yourself, the more you see your value, and the more you will not allow people to treat you badly, right? So you have to make sure that you are complete as an individual and you work on self-love. I've been on a very interesting self-love journey myself, and I can finally and truly say that I love myself very much. I love myself very much. I appreciate who I am. I appreciate all my flaws, and I love who I am as a person, and I would love for everyone else to feel like that. Prior to this, I used to look outside of myself for happiness. I used to seek for happiness outside of myself. I used to sometimes compare myself to others, and I always say this in my lives: you are not here to compare yourself to other people, because don't forget, everybody's had different parents, they've come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different everything. So how can you possibly compare yourself to somebody else? There is actually nothing, there's no way of doing it, so just accept the fact that you are unique, you are wonderful, and love that about yourself. I remember being in school and having to do a piano recital, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because self-love is also about how you talk to yourself, how you talk to yourself positively, right? And I remember having to do this recital in assembly. I think I was in like year 2 or year 3, and I had practiced the night before. I had practiced the morning of the assembly, and everything was fine. I knew I could do it, but the problem was I kept on telling myself that I would make a mistake. And you don't realize these negative things that you're saying to yourself. You really don't, because it's so ingrained that it's part of you now, right? And so I was saying, oh, you're going to make a mistake in front of the whole school. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to embarrass yourself. And so the time comes to now do my piano recital, and I'm playing, and everything seems to be going fine. And then all of a sudden, I make one mistake, I make another mistake, and then I literally stopped in the middle of my recital, and I was panicking. Like internally I was panicking. Obviously I wasn't showing the school that I was panicking, but I was stuck at that moment. But then I just kind of got myself together, and then I carried on, and I was able to finish. But the whole reason why I'm telling you this is because I knew I was very capable of playing that piano recital. I knew I had practiced inside and out, and I knew how to do it. But the problem was, it was a negative self-talk that I had been doing to myself. And what happened was, my thoughts now became my reality. Okay, so when it comes to self-love, we have to learn to encourage ourselves. We have to learn to support ourselves, because not everybody that says they're our friends, that are really our friends, who want the best for us. But you have to want the best for yourself, right? And so this brings me on to the next thing I want to say is that now that I appreciate myself, I love myself. One of the things I do is how can I put it? I give gratitude every single day. Gratitude is so powerful, and it changes the way you see things. When I wake up every morning, I pray, I meditate, I do journaling, I say 10 things I'm grateful for, and by the time I finished my morning routine, you best believe I'm set for my day. And this is all part of self-love, right? So I encourage every single person who is watching this live, to be thankful for who you are, thankful for why you have been put on this earth. Thank you for the gifts that you have, thankful for how far you've come, because I know you've probably come a long way. Because the truth is, life is not easy, life is not fun, and we go through difficult times in life, but the point is, we overcome it, and we always keep moving forward. So I encourage you to keep moving forward. I encourage you to just appreciate where you've been and where you are going, because we all know you are going somewhere, right? And so when we think about like the most successful people, you think about like Oprah, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. They have had a very difficult life. It wasn't all rosy, it wasn't beautiful at the beginning, right? And so if you're going through difficult times, don't just think, oh, it's because of who I am or whatever. No, appreciate that you are wonderful. What you're going through, you will overcome it, right? And so start from somewhere. Start today. Start working towards making your financial situation a good one. Start making your finances look good, right? Okay. So I've got a truth bomb, and through this live, I'm going to have a few truth bombs. But one of the truth bombs is that you cannot give what you don't have. So if you lack self-love, and even if maybe you might think you love yourself a little bit, you have to love yourself completely, utterly, absolutely, you have to love yourself. Okay, so I've done 10 minutes and I'm gonna just put my daughter's tablet on so I can do another 10 minutes. So yeah, you have to love yourself completely, utterly, and as many ways as you can, right? So the next thing I want to say is that I never really thought that self-love and finances go together, but actually they do. Because when you have self-love, there's certain things that you won't do. And when you lack self-love, there are also things that you do that will kind of prevent you from getting to the best financial position that you can, right? And so let's talk about these. I always talk about how self-love and having a good financial situation is all about your mindset. It's all about having a good money mindset, right? But obviously, if you lack self-love, there's certain things like taking control of your finances, facing your finances completely, right? Not just partly being able to handle your finances, but handle them completely. Having everything opening out in the open, right? That would be a move towards self-love for yourself, right? And, not having self-love kind of around your finances, you do things like, let me see, you are not your biggest cheerleader. You're not your main cheerleader. I can't pronounce it. You're looking for other people to, encourage you and give you support. The next thing is that, when you lack self-love, you're not really proud of who you are. You're not proud of your imperfections. You're not proud of the fact that you're perfectly imperfect, right? When you lack self-love, you do not realize how beautifully and wonderfully you are made. You will not see what you have, the potential you have inside to go for your dreams. When you lack self-love, you don't see how you can turn your financial situation around for the better. When you lack self-love, you don't see the opportunities that are out there for you, that are staring you in your face, right? When you lack self-love, you really negatively affect your finances. So we need to work towards building self-love. And another thing is that when you lack self-love, you're always looking for others to fill that void. You are so easily affected by how other people, how can I put it? Other people comment on the things that you're doing, how other people speak negatively to you about the things that you're doing. But the thing is, not everybody can see your vision. Hi Edith, lovely to see you. Not everybody knows where you're going. You know where you're going. So when people are judging you or they're saying negative things to you, it's only because they don't have the same vision as you. But if you have self-love and you have that belief in yourself, nothing can move you. Nothing can move you, right? So that is why self-love is so important. Now, let's talk about the ways a lack of self-love can affect your finances. So a lack of self-love can affect your finances by you increasing debt, okay? Because a lot of the time we're spending money trying to impress people, trying to live this lavish, fabulous life that we don't really need. What actually brings happiness? Things that bring happiness are not always monetary. They're not always physical things. They're like how you're made to feel. They're like things that you experience in life. But when you are trying to impress other people, you're going out buying the latest this, the latest that, and to be very honest with you, I'm going to have to burst your bubble, because not everybody is really interested in what you're doing with your life. They may look at you and think, oh, nice, but they're not going to be spending their whole life thinking about you. Okay, so when you are making decisions about buying things that are just going to make you look good as opposed to make you be good financially, you're not doing anything for anybody. You're actually hurting yourself and nobody else, right? So let me give you an example. We had my kids had World Book Day last week, and luckily for me, they could either dress up as their favorite book character or they could dress up in their pajamas. Now, what do you think I made my kids do? Yes, my kids wore their pajamas. They've actually got really nice pajamas, can I just add? But the thing is that I am one of those parents that cares about, their kids and how my kids will be seen by other kids and all this kind of stuff. But sometimes you've got to find that balance as a parent, right? Last year, they dressed up as book characters and I spent a lot of money. And this year, they're wearing their pajamas. And surprisingly, my daughter's teacher wore her pajamas, and there were like half the kids that wore their pajamas as well. And my son actually said, "Oh, mommy, you were right to say we wear our pajamas," right? So sometimes you've got to make the right decisions for you, not for what you think everybody else is going to think about you. Make the right decisions for your life. So the second thing that a lack of self-love can affect your finances in is increased spending, right? Because you go out there, you want to just feel that void in you. So you're always trying to buy things that you think will make you feel good. And when you go shopping, you do feel good, but for how long? For like a few minutes, a day maybe. But then half of us have things in our home that we've bought that we've probably never worn, we don't really need, we don't like anymore, but we just bought because we thought we needed it at the time. So an increased spending habit is when you lack self-love. And it's not always the case, right? I'm not just saying, it is what it is. But generally, when you go out there and you're spending unnecessarily, it's because you're trying to fill a void, right? Deal with that void by learning to love yourself, learning to love who you are and what you've been through and the journey you've gone on, right? Ask my big sister. She hates going shopping with me. My big sister cannot stand going shopping with me because I always ask, do you really need this? Don't you have like 10 of the same thing? Like, why are you buying that? To be honest, I hate shopping. If I need to buy something, I go out, I do my research, I go out, I buy what I need, and I'm out of there. I don't have time to be out there looking at things. I don't have time to be wanting more things that I don't actually need. So yeah, my sister hates going shopping with me, and actually when she does spend less. But anyway, we shouldn't base our spending habits on what other people will think of us. Always focus on what is best for you, right? Buy your kids what they need, not what you think they want. Buy your kids what they need, not what you think other people are going to look at them and say, wow. Because at the end of the day, as I said to you, a lot of the time, on Instagram, the people that look like they're rich and they have the most money actually are not. It's all an illusion, and social media is fake. So stop trying to live up to the Joneses and live a life that you don't actually, you can't actually afford, right? And truth bomb. Here's another truth bomb, right? Some people feel that they need to spend everything that's in their bank account every month. You get paid, you go, you buy this, you buy that, blah, 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 blah. By the end of the month, you have zero in your account. Even if you get a bonus or you get extra money that month, you feel you need to expend it. Why? Why do we feel that we need to spend everything that's in our account? We don't. It's okay to have a balance left in your account at the end of the month. You are safe by having money in your account that you don't spend. You do not need to spend everything, right? It's okay to feel you need to buy something, but you don't always have to, okay? So I would definitely say that if you're one of those that literally spends everything in your account every month, try not to this month. Try to do something different this month. Try to have a little bit of a balance in your account this month at the end of the month, right? Try. I know it's hard, okay? And I'm saying this because it's very common. We get paid and then we spend everything, and the term is living paycheck to paycheck. But you don't want to do that. You want to start saving, you want to start investing, so you don't need to live paycheck to paycheck, right? And so, as I said, if you are not a good saver and you want to change your money mindset, I am inviting you to join my savings group. It's called Saving Money Made Easy. I am not sending out personal invitations. If you want to join, please feel free, but you have to be really serious about it, right? So the third thing that a lack of self-love can do to you is decrease savings and investments. Because obviously, if you're out there spending, building debt, using your credit card, blah, 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 you have less money to save and invest. And I've always said that we save to invest. You're not saving for the sake of saving, right? When you're saving, you're either saving to invest, you're saving an emergency fund so that in case of emergency, you don't go back to using your credit card or get a loan or use your overdraft. You actually use your emergency fund. You save because you're saving for something specific, right? And so this is why we save. Oh, I've done another 10 minutes. So I'm going to put my timer on again for my final 10 minutes. Just bear with me one moment. So yeah, so if you're saving to invest, right? So don't save for the sake of, just saving. We're saving to get returns on our investment, right? And don't forget that credit is very expensive. So if you're out there, how can I put it? You're out there getting loans and all that kind of stuff. You are living a very expensive life. You need to stop that and start thinking about saving and investing, right? The last thing is that, we self-sabotage. So when you lack self-love, you don't push boundaries. You don't push limits, right? Because you don't feel you don't feel good enough to go for what you deserve, right? So when you lack self-love, you're kind of you do things that sabotage yourself. There can be two people in the same situation, in the same job, right? Yourself and one other person. And because you are not confident enough, you don't believe in yourself, you won't ask for what you deserve. Whereas the other person who has practiced self-love, who knows their value, will go out and ask for more pay. They'll ask for what they want. And guess what? Who wins? They do. Because you didn't see your value, so you didn't take those steps. Those are self-sabotaging moves. When you know your value, you know your worth, right? You will be making steps and doing things that happen automatically. That's why working on your self-love is very, very important. We need to go for what we deserve, right? Even if people do not see what we deserve, you should see it for yourself. Don't rely on other people to tell you how good you are. Don't rely on other people to tell you what, you need to achieve, what dreams you should go for. Go for the dreams that have been put in your heart. They've been put in your heart for a reason, okay? And then, there's this lady on YouTube and she says, you have to know your worth and you have to know your value. And when you do, you add tax. So know your worth, know your value, and add tax, right? Believe in yourself. So what can you do to build yourself up and your finances? What can you do to build your self-love and your finances? Right, so here we go. The first thing you can do is get in contact with me, because I help individuals and entrepreneurs to understand their finances, to build their finances, and then to build wealth essentially. The second thing you do is become your biggest fan. Always cheer yourself on. Always look at what you've achieved. Always look at the positive things in your life. Stop looking at your flaws as a negative. Start looking at them as a positive. Start looking at your unique qualities and your gifts as a blessing. Start realizing that these are strengths and you should build on those strengths. The next thing you can do, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. I remember when I was in uni, and in accounting class, we would have tests, and I would, do this and finish my test, and I would finish first, and I would get all the questions right. But deep down, I was thinking, no, that's too good to be true. It can't be that I was the first person in the class to finish and get everything right. And I remember my lecturer saying to me, believe in yourself. And it took so long for me to actually believe in myself. And that was because at that time, I believed I was lacking self-love. You best believe I don't lack self-love anymore. I am my biggest fan, and I believe in myself, and I believe in where I'm going, because guess what? I'm not doing it just by myself. I'm not doing it by my might. I believe that, God is guiding me and helping me to get to where I need to go. What was I going to say? In my house, right, I don't allow I don't allow the words I can't and I don't from my kids, because when they come to me, oh mommy, I can't do this, or oh mommy, I don't have this, I just tell them, can you just rephrase that in a better way? They need to say, mummy, I need this. How can I get it? As opposed to I can't. Because when you're saying I need this. How can I get it? You're not coming from a place of lack anymore. By saying I don't have, I can't, you are literally coming from a place of lack, right? But by saying I need this, I would like this, how can I get it? You've now put yourself in a positive perspective. And my kids know this. Like if they don't have something or they can't do something, they say, oh mommy, I don't have this, or I need to do this. How can I do it? Okay, so now we are thinking about ways in order to achieve this issue, this challenge. And that's the way I'm training them up. I don't want them to come from a place of lack. They have everything they need inside of them to achieve whatever they need to achieve. And they need to practice that on a daily basis, right? And another thing is that there's a Ghanaian phrase, and it's like we say, wabing or wumbinye. Wabing means that you are ready. You're ready to take that step. You're ready to achieve. And I know my Ghanaian friends are gonna say, "Oh no, she said it wrong." My parents are gonna be cringing, right? But my tree is not that good. So wabing means that you are ready. Just go for it. The thing is, your journey that you've come on has gotten you to where you need to be. Now take those steps. If you want to start a business, if you want to start building wealth, why can't you? What is stopping you? Like where I am now, I had to come from somewhere. I had to work on it on a daily basis, right? So build yourself up. Know that you are ready to take whatever steps you need to take. Guys, if you're watching, please comment below who you are and where you're watching from. And so, yes, always believe that I'm ready. I can take those steps. I have come through a very difficult time in my life, and now I know that I can achieve things. You can achieve whatever you put your mind to. Stop coming from a place of lack. Stop thinking to yourself, oh, I can't afford this, or oh, my finances are so bad. Start believing that you can change your life, but you have to start from where you are, right? Number 4, be kind to yourself. A lot of us are so kind to other people. We're always encouraging people. If one of our friends or family say they want to do something, oh yeah, go for it. You can do it. You can do it. But if it's us, what do we say to ourselves? Oh, I don't think I can. I'm scared to start. I'm scared to do stuff. So be kind to yourself. Always treat yourself how you treat others. Say the kind things that you say to others to yourself. This is a very powerful thing about self-love, that you have, as I said, you have to be your biggest fan. And even when people are saying negative things to you, if you have a solid self-love routine and you love yourself, trust me, nobody can move you. No one, right? And then the last thing is take action. How many of us say, oh, I want to achieve this and I want to do this and I wanted to, how many of us have always wanted, for the past 10 years, we've been wanting to do stuff and we've never actually done it? Take action, okay? You have to take one step at a time. And then the next thing is start saying positive affirmations to yourself every day, right? So one of the things I do is every morning I say positive affirmations. I say things like, I'm a child of God and I deserve the best. I say things like, I am becoming the woman I know I was meant to be. And in terms of your money mindset, in terms of your finances, here are just a few affirmations that you can say. Things like, I am worthy of a wealthy life, right? Money comes to me in miraculous ways. I am deserving of abundance in my life. I am open to receive wealth in many ways. I love my positive, happy, abundant life. The more I give, the more I receive. The more I receive, the more I give. Every morning you should be saying positive affirmation to yourself. And if you think it doesn't work, believe me, it does. Because what happens is when you are saying these positive affirmations to yourself on a daily basis, it's actually going into your subconscious, right? And when you're sleeping, or you say at night you're sleeping, it's going into your subconscious. So sometimes I'm doing things, or I might be just cleaning or whatever, and these positive affirmations start coming to me. I'm a child of God and I deserve the best. I am becoming the woman I know I was meant to be. I have value. I am worthy of achieving great things. I start saying these things to myself automatically, right? So this is what you need to do for yourself. And then the last thing is prayer and meditation, right? I pray and I meditate, and I do these on a daily basis, right? One of my friends was saying that, this world is a crazy whirlwind, and it absolutely is, right? But if you don't ground yourself and you don't realize who you are, the power that you have inside of you to achieve amazing things, you will be taken by that whirlwind, and you will be pushed left, right, and center, and you will not have the focus that you need to be able to achieve good finances and to achieve the goals in your life, right? So focus on these self-love things, and try and achieve what you can. So, okay, my timer's gone off. I've done 30 minutes now, so I'm going to wrap this up now very, very quickly. I'm giving this advice, and I'm giving it for free. And the funny thing is, only 1% of the people that are watching this are actually going to take some of this advice and run with it, right? People say knowledge is power. Yes, knowledge is power, but to a certain extent, it really isn't, right? How can I say? Knowledge is power when you actually take action on that knowledge, right? There's a better way to say it. Knowledge is not always power. Having knowledge and taking action is where the power lies, right? And so that's simply it. Having knowledge, wonderful. Taking action, that's what you need to do. The last part I'll say is put yourself on top of your to-do list, right? Before you focus on other people and everyone else, put yourself on top of your to-do list, and everything else will fit into place. I want you to make 2020 the year of prioritizing yourself. I want you to make 2020 the year that you are sacrificing time to working on your self-love, because self-love will help you to achieve a lot more other things. Time is flying by, guys. So take one step at a time, but just take that step of action, right? Now, if you are an individual or an entrepreneur who needs help with their finances, this is what I love to do, and this is what I do as my coaching business. I can coach you to help you to start building wealth, right? But again, it's a step you have to take. So guys, all my details will be up in the box above. My saving money group, my YouTube channel, my business page is all up there. So if you need any information, just go up there and you'll have everything. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the love and the support I get from you guys. And I just want to say, be your best self, and work on loving yourself, because no one can love you better than yourself. So take care, and lots of love. Bye. Before you leave, don't forget to like and comment, subscribe, and click that bell. To follow me on my other platforms, my links are below. Click on them and they will take you straight there. Take care. Bye.